As we move into the final few days of December, we're in the midst of a weather market. Therefore, this week we're going to focus exclusively on weather trends in Brazil and Argentina. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the final few days of December here, and we're in the midst of a weather market at the end of December, if you will. And this time, we're looking at a weather market in South America. We're going to start out looking at weather trends in Brazil. But first, let's take a look at where that first season corn is grown in Brazil. We looked at this map before, but it bears repeating that first season corn, including all those states highlighted, accounts for about 25% of total Brazilian corn production. The remaining 75% is accounted for by double crop corn, which is planted after the soybean harvest in January and February. Now let's take a look at short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're going to start out looking at the past 30 days of precip for that region. It's a measure, if you will, or a proxy for subsoil moisture. Look how dry it's been, particularly across Rio Grande do Sul, that far southern state in Brazil. As we move further north, it's not quite as dry, but again, the first season corn in Brazil is primarily grown in the southern area. Now let's look at the next 14 days. Look at how dry it's forecast to be in that southern area again. As we move north, of course, more moisture, but again, not much first season corn grown in the north. So if we're going to summarize here with our map, we're looking at below that red line in Brazil, we're looking at dry conditions over the next 2 weeks, which means that full season corn is under stress as it pollinates. We're going to move forward now and focus our attention on Argentina, where that corn is grown in Argentina. Now, Argentina, there are several key provinces to focus on: Cordoba, Buenos Aires, and Santa Fe. Now, looking at those three provinces together, nearly 70% of the corn production is grown in Argentina. Now, the Argentina corn planting is spread out. Maybe a third of the corn is already planted in Argentina. The remainder of the corn is going to be planted here at the end of December and into January. That's because of they like to spread out the corn planting due to drought concerns. So now let's focus on those weather trends for Argentina. Again, we're looking at the same map here, but we're focusing on Argentina provinces. The next, looking again at the last 30 days subsoil, notice it's not been as dry as it is in that southern Brazil region. There is some hints of dryness developing, but not as dry. Now we look at the next 14 days, however, and it's a much different story. Look how dry it's forecast to be over the next 14 days across those Argentine provinces. So a lot of concern for that early planted corn, which is pollinating and will pollinate into the first part of January. And also, as we wrap up our weather segment, look how hot it's forecast to be across those areas the next 14 days. Hot and dry is not a good recipe for early pollinating corn. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn futures. Now, as we finish at 2021 here, we're focusing on that December 2022 contract, which is now near $5.50 a bushel, which is the highest price for the prior late December in 9 years. We strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage these price movements. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. This will be our final taping for calendar year 2021. We'll resume again in January. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.